Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. This is actually my first time logging into FIFA Ultimate Team in the past 2 days on the console because work and stuff has been super duper crazy. But I've been able to keep up with the market a little bit thanks to FUTbin and thanks to Twitter and all that kind of stuff. And I know all about this promo that we have going on right now, FUT Birthday, and I want to talk about a few things that are going on right now inside the game, SBC wise, and then kind of my thoughts on where the market is and just in certain areas as well. We're going to look at gold cards, we're going to look at the SBC investments or icon SBCs. We got another one today in Clivert. We're going to get one literally every single day during this promo. And I also want to talk about other SBCs that could be coming that are not here yet, that EA was not very clear about in their original post talking about what's going to come out in this promo. And I still think there's a lot of SBCs that could be coming. That's why you see me very liquid right now. I do not have a lot of stuff going on. I have a couple flips. I've been looking at just some random cards to flip. And of course, as you can tell, watching this Pelé as well. I was bidding on one today, so it had my eye. Not trying to buy him, don't worry. But first off, I want to take a look at the cheapest players by rating over here on FUTbin, because this is predominantly what I think a lot of people are invested in right now. And if you look at a lot of these cards, it looks like some of the higher rateds are up. So that kind of tells me that people are doing the Icon SBC or maybe even the Vidal SBC today, because that was it required 85 rated squads. But if you look and see what is up, some of the 85s are up. You know, they're hitting 10K down here, but they're not moved much. 86s though, they're up about 2,000 coins. Most are at 17K. The 87s are up from about 21 to 22K up to 25. So I think the 86s and the 87s are kind of up the most right now in the high rated gold department. I know there's a lot of people that have invested in 84s and 83s because those are very cheap. All we need for that, honestly, if we get that SBC that we got last year, like the Team of the Week 1 through 26 or 1 through 27 for this year, I think you would see those cards go up a lot. And of course, if we do get more Icon SBCs throughout the week, that's the main point of this video that I want to talk about today, is like getting more Icon SBCs. We're getting one every day, we know that. It all just depends on who they drop. Today they dropped Clivert, so obviously that's not a super insane icon that we all want to go out and do right away. It's not an icon that people have been saving up to do this entire game or waiting for to come out, but it is a pretty solid icon. And it's priced pretty decently. I think it's right around 1 million coins, maybe right less than a mil if we go and take a check at this really fast. And I honestly feel like that's a decent price for his SBC. 972K is what FUTbin says right here. So I feel like that's pretty good considering that his price was usually about 1.3, 1.4 million coins on the market. So that's not too bad. It's a good sign that they're pricing an icon like that. You know, it's a good sign for the icons that could be coming ahead. Flashback Vidal, this card honestly interests me. And you're gonna think, yo Nate, why are you gonna spend 350K on this Flashback Vidal card? I just love playing with Vidal. The past 2 years in FUT, I had his card when he was in the Bundesliga. And last year I used him a ton. I don't know what's going on here. FIFA just crashed. Sweet, sweet. That's what you want. But anyway, I used Vidal's card a lot in previous FIFA, so that's what really interests me with this SBC. If I can complete him with guys in the club for, you know, maybe like 200, 250K, I think I will do him just because I run a La Liga team and I just like the looks of that Vidal card. So that also would clear me out of the untradeable high rateds that I have, which I think is a good thing because I think we're going to get more of those repeatable SBCs like an 81 plus. Or some type of upgrade SBC. I think those are going to be coming either today or on Monday. And you know, EA in their original post said that we were going to get various upgrade SBCs. I do think we will get some sort of SBC like that, like an 81 plus. Like, I don't really see them dropping an SBC that would be something that would like the league upgrades. I don't really see those. Those are more of like centered around promotions where they're really league-based promotions, which this one really is not. And FUTbin is freaking out right now. Look at how slow Griezmann's face is loading right there. Nice, real nice. But we're back into FIFA, so that's good. Speaking of more SBCs, I want to look at a couple things right now for icon SBCs, which I was just talking about. I want to revisit that here really fast. Investing in these icon SBCs, there is one part of these icons. If we're getting an icon every day for the next 8 days of this promo, or 7 days, however you count your days left, that means that most likely every one of those icons, or all but maybe one or two, are going to require an icon in the requirements. And this is something that I've been eyeing for quite some time. I'm just waiting to see what upgrade SBCs EA drops. If they drop a base icon SBC, they really have to be careful with the price of that SBC. Because right now, baby icons, as you see right there, about 320K, and I believe it's about the same on PlayStation. 320K for an icon, honestly, is not very bad at all. And that's what I'm particularly interested in some of these cards, in investing in them and possibly stashing them for upcoming SBCs. If we get a Hullet, if we get an R9, if we get a Eusebio, a Cruyff, any of those prime moments SBCs, there's going to be a lot of people that go out and are going to want to do those SBCs. So I've kind of been watching that market. I just don't want to go buy them because I'm waiting to see for the possibility if there is a baby icon SBC. If there's not, I have no problem paying 310,000 coins for one of these icons. Maybe even 320K if I have to. I mean, obviously when there's lightning rounds, they come up a lot, they come up often because there's a lot of them that are being packed. But I don't have a problem with paying that amount of coin for one of these baby icons, because I feel like they could really easily hit 350K. I know it's nighttime on Xbox, but let me show you this. If I go from 320K to 350K and show you how many cards are in here, there's not that much supply. I mean, we're going to get to the 59th minute here in probably 7 to 8 pages. That's not a ton of supply on Xbox. If you think about all the people that are going to want to do Hullet, and if you think about how many icons that might require, I'm thinking 2, maybe 3. And if they drop 2 or 3 of those SBCs this week for a Dino, for a Hullet, for a Cruyff, Eusebio, there's a lot of options that could require 2 to 3 icons. I think you really could see these baby icons jump up in price. Now, if there's an icon SBC, the baby icon SBC, and these prices go under 300K for these baby icons, I will buy a lot of them, because last year that's what happened. They were like 350, the SBC came out and they went to like 250, 260, and they shot right back up to 350 by the end of the next week as people completed those SBCs, even when the baby icon SBC was out. So that's kind of an area to look at and to be mindful of. If you're a guy who's got a lot of coins and want to make an investment like that, that's a possibility to invest in. But other than that, ways to trade right now, obviously you can do your normal flipping with cards on the market, informs that are popular. I mean, I would be careful with informs just in case we do get a team of the week 1 through 27 SBC. But these cards are kind of fun to flip too. Griezmann at 900 right now. If that's actually up on the market, oh, that is not on the market. That was a nice undercut and a snipe. No wonder it's not there. But a lot of these cards have been fluctuating a lot, so I think people have been looking to flip these cards, and I would totally understand why. Some of them are very valuable, and the ones that fluctuate in price the most are the ones that are the most popular, because people are constantly buying and selling them, making them dip, making them rise. So definitely, these are fun to trade with if you're on a higher budget. If you have 500K, I mean, there's definitely a few cards in here you could trade with. But investing-wise, I don't want to do too much just because of the possibility of what SBCs could come out icon-wise and team of the week-wise, and anything else they could come out with. They could come out with a guaranteed FUT birthday player SBC that you could do once and pack one of these guys. So, you know, everything is open here for this promo. They haven't really said what exact SBCs we're going to get. That's why I'm staying liquid. Just quick flipping stuff and watching the market that way, because I do feel like there is going to be one more time during this promo where everybody panics and there's a huge panic sell, and that's the time that I'm really waiting for, especially if that happens later in the week when the promo packs are done. Maybe stuff has started to rise back up, and when that comes, I'm really going to start to look at some investments that would rise out of packs, or that would, the stuff that really rebound this time is going to rebound last time. So one card in particular, the UCL Live Jesse Lingard. Manchester United is still in play in the Champions League, as you guys are very well aware of. This Lingard card on Friday before the promo came out, and right when it dropped, he was about 140K, and he rebounded to 160, 170 in a flash, and I think he could be 200K before game time. I know they're playing Barcelona. The matchup isn't looking too good, but this is going to build up in the hype, and especially if we get an SBC this week, because they're dropping these FUT birthday SBCs almost every day. If we get a player, position change player, that's a Premier League center attacking mid, that could be an opportunity for you guys to pick up on a panic sell of those cards. Today with this Vidal SBC coming out, this happens with every single SBC that they drop. People go sell the card that they're using to do this SBC to get the new version or to get the new card if it fits their team. So today you saw Arthur. Arthur was one of the guys that I saw kind of get sold a bit today. Not in a panic, but his card price went down a decent bit because people sold that card and they went to do the SBC for Arturo Vidal, which you're going to see that same type of thing with every single SBC that comes out. Arthur's back up to about just over 500K. He was like 475, I think, today at one point. So not a ton of room for profit right there, but that's just a very good card in this game. But every time an SBC comes out, that's going to happen. So maybe we get a Premier League center back SBC. Watch the prices of center backs. It all depends on the price of the SBC and just how meta that player is as well. But price, value, and the card make a difference. You can kind of factor in all those things, kind of monitor the market, and maybe pick up on some panic selling and buy some cards that are being panic sold that are still very meta. Like if a Premier League CDM would come out, and let's say the Inform Fabinho was to be panic sold, that card's pretty rare on the market. And it's a mid-tier card that almost anybody can afford on the game this year just because of how the game is. There's a lot more coins. So if there's a Premier League center mid that comes out, you're going to watch this Fabinho card as one of the most popular center mids as an inform on this game for the Premier League. If he goes to like down to 100K, that's a big-time screaming buy. He's Liverpool. He is Brazilian. I mean, obviously he's one of the most popular players. That would be the type of card that would rebound very, very quickly. Other things that I saw rebound very fast after the panic on Friday were these Carnival cards. And I was very impressed by that. Look at Lloris and Alderweireld down here at 190,000 coins. On Friday, let's look at the graphs. On Friday, these cards, look at how low he got. He was 156K. In the panic, I saw a few of these at 150 flat. I was looking a little bit Friday before the promo dropped. And same thing with Alderweireld. He was down at like the 140s. I know they're extra high right now on Xbox. At least Alderweireld is. He's usually not this high just because he's very rare. And he was down in the 150s as well. I saw that price at one point. But these cards rebounded very, very well just because they're pretty rare. They honestly are really rare. The Gabriel Jesus, he was like 350 before the promo dropped on Friday. He went back to over 400K. As we see, okay, that's Saturday. Here we go, Friday. Boom, he's down here at 340K, and look, he rebounds right back up to 400 and even hit 427, 430 as you see here. So I really like these cards. If there is another panic sell, I really like those cards because they're rare and because they're still new and fresh on the game and people want to use them. Obviously, a Gabriel Jesus like this, if you're building a Brazilian team, maybe you want to try out that new, the new right mid Marcelo card. This would be a great link to him, and obviously very easy to link Gabriel Jesus. He's Brazilian. He's a very popular player in this game, and he has a very new card. It's a boosted stat version of his card. So that's one area I think you could watch to rise as well. The Carnival cards. So rising out of packs, if we do get some more panic, I'm liking the investments in these cards. I'm liking the investments in UCL Lives and other maybe the FFS cards, maybe some headliners. And just meta cards that people like to use on this game. And of course, after this promo, it is a big coin suck, but there's also a lot of people that might come out of this promo with positive coin amounts than when they came in. There's a lot of packs that were being opened because this FUT birthday squad is pretty sick. If we go take a look at that again, there's a lot of people that opened pack for this promo, and they opened their save packs that they were saving up for Team of the Season when they saw some of these cards come out. But there also are going to be a lot of people that just expend all their coins into this promo and are going to be broke coming out of it, headed into Team of the Season, and that is what EA wants, 100%. They want people broke heading into Team of the Season a couple weeks before then, so that they had to spend money on opening packs when those cards come out. So That's why the SBCs this week are so huge, and that's why I think I don't invest in SBCs that often, but that's why I like the baby icons. And if the high rated golds do end up dipping low again, I mean, if I see 86s and 87s get back down to like 15K for an Ederson, you know, for some of those 86 rated cards, that will be something that I will start to look at, because there's just going to be so many SBCs this week as we get ourselves a nice cheeky Ederson. I already have one, so I'm just going to throw this up right now and take the you know, couple K profit right there on a nice little Ederson, nice little snipe. Couple thousand coins. But if those cards start to get low again, definitely take those and start looking at them and start watching them. And we already sold our Ederson. Sweet. But again, high rated golds, they're not easy to mess with, because you don't know what's coming with these SBCs, and that's why I'm hesitant to look at them now, to invest in them, just because I don't like relying on EA to put out SBCs. I want to wait and see what comes out and then react accordingly. If you enjoyed this video, smash a thumbs up. I was all over the place, talked about a lot of things that were market oriented and related. I still think we just have to wait and see what comes out SBC wise before we just put a lot of our coins into an investment, or even build a team or buy players for a team, for that matter. So again, like it if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. That is pretty sweet. I love making these videos, and I also love it that you guys enjoy watching them. And also comment down below if you have any questions. I like to carry on conversations with you guys down there as I am able to. So again, it's been Nate, the FUT Accountant. Catch you guys later. Peace out.